Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Gooned Up. I know it's been a while. I just haven't wanted to make a new episode without Hu Ayi.
你喝醉了？
我醉了，真的喝醉了。
Two sips of Heineken can really creep up on you.
She was the heart and soul of the show.
加油，合作愉快。
And now I'm just on my own, and I'm a mess.
Oh, it's a noodle playground. Watch out, buddy. I do not know how to use this thing. Ooh.
But seeing as I have moved to Italy, I thought we would try something new. You know, I am known as the Wonton Don, but today I'm gonna be the tortellini genie. Now, I don't have a sous chef, I don't even have a cameraman. I'm filming this all myself, so it's gonna be tough, but I did take a pasta making class in Bologna. And hopefully I picked up a few things. I don't remember much of it, but we're gonna try making Crab Rangoon tortellini from scratch. To make like enough pasta for one person, you need 100 grams of flour and 1 egg. Now, a lot of people say you don't do it in a bowl, you just do it on a counter. I don't want to get my counter just covered with all sorts of shit, so I'm doing it in a bowl. And you mix the egg with the flour. Start with just a little bit of flour, and you just keep on doing that until it becomes a nice yellow consistency. There should be like 20 to 30% of flour left over. You don't want it to be too sticky. You want like a ball of dough. It's getting there. All right, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I think it's done. Now that I got it, you just want to fucking knead it. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Then you make it tall, push it down. Make it tall, push it down. Make it tall, push it down. Do this for like 10 minutes until it's like just very smooth. If it gets too sticky, add some more flour. Okay. This is looking good.
Then you want to put the dough in a plastic bag or sealed Tupperware and let it rest for 30 minutes to 2 hours. A step I completely forgot to do.
This is a pasta machine. You can get these for like 20 euros, something like that. Now that I got my dough,
You want to adjust the pasta maker to its widest setting and put your ball of dough through it a few times to start flattening it out.
yep, it's stuck. Jesus fucking Christ. It was too sticky. Way too sticky. All right, we're getting some flour. We gotta get this fucking thing out. Fuck. All right, that was a disaster. Let's get some fucking flour down here. Let's try this again. There you go.
Once it's flattened a bit, you're going to want to change the pasta maker to a thinner setting and feed the dough through a few times.
It's really a two-person activity.
Finally, turn the pasta maker to its thinnest setting and crank the dough through a couple more times
Oh yeah, we're getting a pasta flap, folks.
until you have one long, smooth, super thin pasta flap.
Dude, how do you do this alone? This is just fucking horrendous. I don't have the patience for this. I'm just buying my own fucking pasta next time.
Now, how do you know when your pasta flap is thin enough?
The test is until we can read through it. Can we read?
Yes.
So this is the test. If you can read, it's good.
Let's see if I can read. Yeah, it's definitely not thin enough, but it'll have to do.
I then used the tortellini tool to cut up the flap into a bunch of small squares. But you can also use a cookie cutter or cup to cut it into a bunch of circle pieces if that's easier for you.
All right, boom, we've got some squares that we can use to make some tortellini.
Feel free to put any leftover dough through the pasta maker's noodle attachment.
These look actually incredible. I am pumped. Now it's time to wrap the tortellini. This is where I will excel. That shit I've never done before. I don't really want to do it again. But hey, practice makes perfect. Maybe I will be a tortellini genie if you give me a couple months. Now for the filling, we're doing crab, fake crab, but we're just gonna call it crab for the purpose of this video.
Sprinkle in some green onions and a handful of garlic.
Now normally I use cream cheese, but to make this dish a little more Italian, I'm gonna use ricotta cheese. I'm also gonna add salt. You wanna make it extra salty because a lot of the saltiness will become less intense when you're boiling it.
Mix all of that up in a bowl and boom, you got your filling.
We're now ready to start wrapping torts. Now what I should have made are tortellonis.
This is a centimeter bigger, so it's tortellone instead of tortellini.
Tortellonis are just larger tortellinis, but I cut up the pasta to make tortellinis, which are smaller. They're going to be harder to wrap. and probably won't even taste as good because there won't be as much filling. But it's a challenge. I like to challenge myself. All right, so you just take the tiniest little bit of filling.
One rule about the filling. If you wonder if it's too much, it's too much. For people from Texas, this is always tricky.
Then you fold it over to make a triangle. You actually fold these exactly like you would a Crab Rangoon. And then you push it down. You put one over the other of your finger, and boom, that's a tortellini. That wasn't hard at all.
Then repeat this process while trying to maximize your TPM
Tortellini number 2.
until all your tortellini flaps have been wrapped.
I'm excited. I mean, the pasta making sucked, but I have a feeling these are gonna be pretty damn good. Okay, now it's time to boil the tortellini. So you put them in some boiling water that has been salted, and you just let them float for only like 2 minutes. All right, they are boiling to the surface. That's a good sign. Just about done. I'm gonna go drain these. I'm gonna put these in. Look at those. For the sauce, we will be doing a sweet chili sauce. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sweet chili goes incredible with Crab Rangoons. So I assume it will still work even if they're boiled and not deep fried.
To make the dish slightly more Italian though, I also added hot chili pepper flakes and garlic infused olive oil. I also added some of the Rangoon filling to make the sauce a little creamy.
Yo, these look pretty fucking bomb.
Garnish with green onions, then you're ready to crush some Crab Rangoon tortellini, or as I'll be calling them from now on, tortoons.
All right, bon appetit. Holy shit, this looks incredible. That was a fucking pain in the ass, but goddamn, it works. Now, I know every Italian watching this is gonna think it's sacrilege to take a type of American Chinese food and turn it into a pasta dish, but hey, pretty sure Chinese invented pasta. So maybe it's more Chinese than Italian. I don't know if that's true. I think maybe they both invented noodles separately, but the point stands. Chinese people eat noodles and dumplings, and Italians eat noodles and dumplings. So when you put them together, it's magical. Now, this was made by me. I suck at making pasta. I'm not a trained chef. Imagine like an expert Italian chef trying this recipe. He uses fresh crab instead of fake crab. He makes the best pasta. He puts in a couple other flavors. This could be an elite dish. I mean, it already is an elite dish. So what did we learn here today? We learned that I'm in desperate need of a new sous chef, and I really miss Hu Ayi. But we also learned, well, I assume most of you guys already knew this, that I'm a culinary visionary. A visionary of the culinary arts. If you're a chef, if you like to make your own pasta, give this a go. Let me know how it comes out. I will be making this again when I find a new sous chef. I don't know when that's gonna be. If anyone knows an Italian grandmother who lives in Italy, wants to help me out, hit me up. Now I gotta clean this place up or my girlfriend's gonna lose it.